Hello everyone, here we go. We are now, this is my music. This is the tune that I like to use when I'm going to start reviewing FX currencies, the FX, the Forex market. So once again, welcome back. Right now we're gonna explore the always challenging but fascinating FX universe. My name is Jose Ricardo Jaén. I'm the editor of the Prosperity Digest newsletter and also product specialist at Market Search Daily. This is the tune I like a lot. It set my mood when I have to review this asset class. So you have a Kavinsky night call from the movie Drive. Okay, let me just turn it off and let's begin. So as usual, let me just go back so we can start working. Just want to give you that vibe, set you in the mood of what we're going to do. So today I'm going to talk in this video about Osiris Ragnarok. It's a multi-currency algorithm that we have been developing and working because it's a non-stop work. It's intense research that we've been doing in the FX universe. It's fully automated. We also offer different manual training for the ones that are looking to understand the strategy, different tactics that we use, and of course how to leverage yourself and how to manage your risk. At all time, please remember that everything that we do in these videos is for educational purposes only. As I've explained before, yes, you probably going to take this information and look at it, twist it, and go for it. But remember, we are not financial advisors. And all the information is in a way that you can use it, but at your own risk. I don't know how big is your account. I have no clue. I don't want to know either. So it's about managing your risk. As long as you measure your risk, you can make money in any asset class. Keep that in mind. Also, please be informed that past performance does not constitute future performance. Markets tend to change on daily basis, and what used to happen not necessarily has to happen in the now or in the future. All right? Having said that, let's begin. We're going to start working today. We're going to work on the New Zealand dollar, and the reason for that, let me just go to my charts, see what I got for one. I'm going to share with you exactly. We already have a few members from the audience that send us the email. They want to get our software. That's great. If you also want to get our software, please make sure to send us an email too, because there's no landing page, there's no sign-in page so far. We're doing this for those that are looking to do it. We expected to have it this week. I will say we're still 2 weeks. Sadly, we're 2 weeks away from releasing the product itself. But if you're looking to, after you see everything, please send us an email to info@markettradersdaily.com. I repeat, info@markettradersdaily.com. You can see that in our website, of course. So let's begin on the details of this strategy and what we're going to do, what I'm looking to do. A little bit of as a trade of the week, but I just want to place this in the category of Osiris Ragnarok so you understand how we do it and how we conduct currency analysis, and also how we use our automated algorithm. Now, this is the result so far, about 16 months. But we have been, as I mentioned before, the final code of this product was finished the morning that Brexit happened. I will never forget, I was in a small room in London, in Eyre Street, for those of you that know I've been to London, and I finished the code. Tremendous success that month. We had an estimated 40% return. Brexit, no Brexit. So that was very good. Now, what we wanted to do, as we have been evolving from the first version of Osiris Genesis, multiple ideas we had, to this version of Osiris Ragnarok, it's a slow multi-currency algorithm, perfect for those of you that have no idea what is trading, and especially what is Forex. Okay, so this is for you. Also, if you are more a seasonal trader, this will be another tool, another strategy to have a different perspective. So why I designed this? Well, we designed this with our team. We hired a couple of programmers from Bratislava in Slovakia, and the goal is pretty simple. It's for you to be set free, to liberate yourself. It's very challenging for those of you that want to jump and be an entrepreneurs to do it, because your main job, your day-to-day job, is going to demand from you. They're not going to give you money for free. And as you progress in your career, your professional career, they will demand more. So it's very challenging for you to build a second revenue stream. But with this algorithm, what we're looking to do is that between 12 to 16 months, you have built your equity. Now, of course, it does work with, as you can see here, we set a minimum viable capital of $2,000, but it's very risky. It's high yield. We're setting this between $30,000 to $50,000, and I will go over the reviews. But what I want to do today is exactly how explain where from I have the idea of what I'm about to disclose, and the trading approach and why so successful. So the main idea, I took it from the movie 21. Yes, the Blackjack movie. So I always said this to myself: how many traders can trade the trend? How many traders can trade the trend? And you read everywhere in trading books, seminars, videos, the trend is your friend. Yeah, it is your friend, but it's a very expensive friend to hang out with. It's very difficult. Just a few traders can really pick the trend and stay in the trend and maximize the trend. It's very difficult. So I do believe that we start from the point that our brains are not ready to trade. So I'm as soon as I click buy or sell, I think I'm making a mistake. So I try to protect myself. So the way it works for me is that once the system starts trading and I want to take better positioning based on the logic of the system, this is something I will discuss in future videos. I try to understand that the trend is going against me. So this is a little bit of the grid component and how we use it. Now, the reason why I'm talking and the headline, the title of this video is the New Zealand dollar, NZDUSD, is because no one is talking in the last 2 weeks. Everyone is discussing the dollar index. Everyone is talking about the pound. Everyone is looking to pick the bottom in the pound. What a waste of time. The New Zealand dollar right now is the stronger currency against the US dollar. In all the US pairs, this is the one that you should be paying attention. You must pay attention. Now, the first level in our trading model, based on Osiris Ragnarok, the first trade enter at 65.43. That means that right now the market, let me see where's the market. The market is at 64.89. So if it says 64.89, that means that you have an advantage 40, almost 20 pips. That's 60 pips. So you have plus 60 advantage over the system. This is for those of you that want to trade the strategy, and I'm using information from the algorithm to position myself in a single trade, in a single idea that I will carry for the next 4 weeks to 8 weeks. Similar to the one that I had, the long euro versus New Zealand dollar, that so far has generated more than 600 pips for our audience and members. I will have at the end of the video, you will have that particular video so you can exactly see our process. I will share with you that process right now. Now, Osiris Ragnarok, let me see, I have it here. This is what it is, this is how it's going. Right now it has a drawdown. It's almost a 12% drawdown. One strategy that works very well in the US is one based on CTA's performance. CTAs, commodity trading advisors, they tend to buy drawdowns from high-end hedge funds. So for example, if you have a hedge fund that is down 5 to 10%, that's one strategy. You buy the drawdown because you know the quality of their research, you know the quality of the team behind the hedge fund, so you go in and you buy that. So commodity traders advisors, they tend to do that. You're investing in commodities, you have a very bad month, your NAV, net asset value, may go down, you go and buy that opportunity because it's an entry level, and you know, not that you know, but the expectation is based on the situation, the seasonality, that this fund will recover that percentage and will return to their previous NAV. Now, if you're operating this automated, you just let it go. But also you can have an account where you are operating the software Osiris Ragnarok, and one where you apply these individual strategies to gain an advantage, to have the edge. That's what it is about, to have the edge. That's all you have to do. That's how you are successful in business and in trading and investing. Now, I have the edge of 60 pips over the first trade. Now, you can see how we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 trades. The maximum trade amount is 5. The grid works with 5. Now, what this is telling me is that the pound is really weak. Duh. You don't need to be a genius to understand this. It's in front of you. And right now you will be carrying this drawdown. Because I have the advantage of the house over the system, I don't want to carry the drawdown from the pound. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking for the best, where the odds are in my favor, and is here. Because when the pound built 3 more levels, the New Zealand dollar is still trading at level 1. So you take level 1, you have an advantage of 60 pips, as I mentioned, and that came from this movie 21, and this particular section. Pay attention.
16, sweet 16.
Plus 17.
Every card had a value.
Plus 13.
A high card,
Plus 5.
minus 1. A low card, plus 1.
15.
The rest,
Plus 1.
0.
Plus 13. Plus 8. Plus 9. Plus 12.
I was studying all day, every day.
And that's what it is. Every position has a value. If you enter the trade now, the first trade with whatever lot size you have, your advantage is plus 60. That's what it is. You can be on the second level and you will have an advantage of plus 60, or maybe plus 65 in the first trade, and another advantage in peeps. And on the second trade you can have an advantage of plus 10. Altogether plus 75. That gives you an advantage. It reduces your drawdown, increases your opportunity to the upside, and reduces your potential loss. 3 situations that it gives you, understanding this, plus 10, plus 60, based on something I learned from the movie 21. And the one they're using in the movie 21 when it comes to gambling, gaming, is basically that you want to know exactly when to bet against the house. Because remember, you're betting against the market. You are risking money betting on an idea, and you need to have your exit strategy. That's what we're looking to do. So now I'll look at the chart, and I want to go with more like a trade of the week idea, because I already know the pound has 4 levels. That means that either it's going to be a reversal or we're going to exit at a loss in that grid, and that's part of the strategy. But the New Zealand dollar doesn't have those 4 levels, has only 1 level. So that tells me that it's being pretty strong, and any reversal will be even better when it comes to the New Zealand dollar, because I will lose less money, I will have less exposure, and it will be easier for me to position myself. Now, someone reached out to me via Instagram. I thank you for that. This is one of the videos that we're continuing to our audience because they want to learn more. It's very important. Let us know if you like the video, what else you would like us to explain during these educational videos, and how you can apply this strategy to your account. Now, what I'm looking in and when I'm trading is I'm thinking about doctors, architects, engineers, any professional individual. They don't have time. So really day trading, swing trading, maybe swing, but day trading is not really for you, and it's very challenging because you have to adapt yourself. You have to be extremely flexible to several decisions, change your stand, and go back in, go back out. It's complicated. Not impossible, but complicated. So now what I want to do is position myself in one idea that I can carry for 4 weeks to 12, 8 to 12 weeks, depending on the situation. And then during that time, I have to do little tweaks, maybe a trailing stop, maybe a new hard stop, half position, sell half position what I have, close one of the trades, structure my exit based on take profit levels. That's what I want to do. So the first thing, I'm looking at the monthly chart. I have said this before in videos when I talk about insider report. Look for the monthly, weekly, and daily. That's what you need to work on. That's where the big money is made. And if you're a professional, you don't have time, this is where you do your allocation. Now, the second thing I look for historical levels within those time frames. I can see right here, I can go back and I can see that we're at a very important level. It has been dropping for the last 2 months, probably 480 pips. I can see that. You just take this information, 460 pips. And if I take examples, I look into the past to see the behavior as far as when it goes down. 643 pips, that means that there are probably 180 pips more that it can go down. Same happened here in this region. Take a look, this went all the way 679 pips. That's two times when the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar dropped an estimated about 3-4 months, a total of 660 pips. And if I take from this high to this low 460 pips, 69 pips, that means that it shouldn't be a surprise if it drops another 200 pips. Does that make sense? The information is there in front of you, and I'm sharing it. I'm explaining our process to find plus 500 opportunities in the market with 200 pips risk. This is the way I do it. This is the way you should be paying attention to make it. Now, you have here 1,000. This is back in 2014. There's a scenario, different scenario. Well, that means that probably another 600 pips to the downside. But it depends. Now we're looking for levels, and the levels, the historical levels, is going to explain to me what's the price rotation. This is something that we practice a lot, because prices, they have to rotate. They go back and forth. Forex, as it is a live animal. It means that these are rates that companies are using to conduct transactions on daily, weekly, and monthly basis. So they have to rotate. Now, if we're looking at this, I'm just gonna zoom here, zoom out, and we're looking at, you can see, take a look, this is sometime in 2016, January 2016. The low was 63.46. Can go back, take a look, this section, low 63.42. So you start adding, that's in 2006, that is September 2006. So in 2016, we have that particular case here. You got it, January 2016, then September 2016, 2006, you got it here, 63.42, and there's this case right here, 2004, this is in August 2004, the low is 63.61, and take a look at this case to the left, all to the left. Low, it's the high. In this case, we have to use it. 63.15. That's the high. So those are historical levels. This is not a 1 hour, 4 hour chart where we're looking at resistance and support. These are historical levels where massive decisions were made by the smart money. That's what we have to follow. Now, if that's the case, now I know that my range will be 63. This is the low band of my rotation channel, and then I'm looking for the high, which is in front of me, and this is 69.66. Now, if this is true and I used only this information to trade, let's forget for a moment we have the entry, that plus 60, plus 50 advantage over what Osiris Ragnarok is sharing with us. I have 156 of pips to the downside to complete the rotation that has been taking place somehow, started in 1997 and has been part of this area of action. This is where the currency has been moving. Now, knowing this, I can use 150, but I will take more. I will take 200 pips, because you can always have this situation. Now, if I take this trade, which I'm about to do after I publish the video, I will go long. This is what I'm taking. I'm going to take 200 pips of risk, and I'm targeting the higher band, the upper band of this range, 480 pips. It sounds crazy? Not it is, because the dollar index right now is trading somewhere above the 98 level, 98.10, 98.20, and also our team as analysts, we started a position short. I will share with you right now. It's on. We publish it on our Twitter feed, and we have here. We actually copy Goldman Sachs because Goldman Sachs was short the dollar index back in January, February with a stop loss at 97.50. Of course, they got stopped out, and there are other hedge funds that are short in the dollar. In the short term may work, but in the long term it's a really bad idea. And we shared this with a few colleagues in Australia, and our stop loss, we have it at 98.80. So well, the high so far in May and in 2019 is 98.33. So that's probably 40 cents, 47 cents above that high. And we expect then a massive reversal all the way down to 94.10, 93.80. So counting we know all the different challenges that the New Zealand dollar is facing, we cannot deny that there's an opportunity here based on the mathematical levels that we're getting from our multi-currency trading algorithm known as Osiris Ragnarok, and based on historical levels. Looking at the monthly chart, there's no need for that, because if you're professional, you're developing your career, you're looking just to allocate your funds, your capital, in positions that they don't require too much looking at. They are not heavy on maintenance. They're not heavy on support. That's where you want to place your money. You don't need something that you have to pay attention every half an hour, every hour. You want something that you can allocate your money and wait for it. That's what you're looking to do. So we know the risk and we know these historical levels. See how prices got here, then massive rebound. This is what I know. This is my known area. My historical levels and how prices will rotate here. Of course, if prices break to the upside, we'll take this section. Then, of course, I know there's a new rotation. This will be my new support, and prices can go as high as 75.60. Are we looking to that? Not yet. I have my focus on this section. Now, once I take this, you can also divide your potential levels. For example, from this area, if it right away turns around, I'm looking to take money out of the table, profits out of the table at 66.38, 66.70. Profit taking is not something that should surprise you. It's a common thing to do. You allocate your money, your capital, and then you start as it moves in the direction, the desired direction of your analysis, then you start taking money out. And of course, judging based on this channel, this is the halfway of the channel at 66.40, as I mentioned, 66.70 profit taking will take place. This is just to give you an idea. So this is how we operate. We have the advantage right now, as I said before. We have the advantage. We have 60 pips advantage over the entry, the first level, the first buy order from Osiris Ragnarok. You can see the results have been very positive from the last 12 to 16 months. This is an autopilot. I'm taking this information to start my trade, to generate an idea that we are now sharing with you and the rest of the audience that we have at Market Traders Daily. Now, I'm just gonna go over time, go to my chart. This is where I look. I say 63.35. I will go down to, I will use 200 pips, so that will put me around 62.80. Let me change the color indication, red alert. This is where you 62. I just put it, leave it here. I'm just gonna take some notes for you to have. A 200 pips risk. You have it here, and I'm adding that information. And my target T2, take profit number 2, will be plus 480 pips. Add it here. I'm going long. Make sure we have the idea. Big label, long. Okay, have it right here. There you go. Long NZDUSD, strong currency against the US dollar. taking all the notes necessary for you to understand the process. Osiris Ragnarok plus 50 from first trade level. This is a second note, so you have it here. You have it right in front of you. It's very important. And the next note is profit taking is to be expected at, just use something smaller, and I leave it here. Leave it in front of you. Okay, so you have everything in the video. So this is the trade, not exactly the trade of the week. It's more taking a trade from Osiris Ragnarok, all the multi-currency algorithm that we use. As I said, we expected this week, didn't happen. We already have a few members that sign up. If you have more questions about, please feel free to add your comments in the video, on the comment section below, or easy, just go ahead and send us an email to info@markettradersdaily.com, subject Osiris Ragnarok. Please send me more information and we will add you to our premier early bird list, where you will be the first group of traders or professionals to receive this information about this very comprehensive trading solution, automated trading solution. Okay, so that's the trade. I'm going long the New Zealand dollar after I finish with this video, and my risk will be 200 pips, and I'm targeting the duration of the trade. Very important. I'm targeting time. It will be 4 to 8 weeks. Okay, 4 to 8 weeks. There you go. There you have the information. Perfect. So I thank you for watching. Remember, some of the ideas, this mathematical way to trade, having an advantage over the automated strategy, it has been taken from the movie 21, Blackjack. And I apply in my training. It's very effective. I know you're going to like it. We went over historical levels, how to take a look at the monthly, weekly, daily chart, and we measure our risk. I thank you for watching this video. Please make sure you subscribe. To the right, you have the red button. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel, Market Traders Daily, in YouTube, so you can get all these notifications when we publish this content. I thank you for watching. Again, my name is Jose Ricardo Tejaen, editor of the Prosperity Digest newsletter and product specialist at Market Traders Daily. Thank you, and have a great day.